Mortal men write histories in blood and iron. They count their crowns, measure their empires by the blade, and deem themselves masters of the earth. They see only half the world. I, Morgana Le Fay, was there long before my brother ever laid hand upon a hilt. I walked among the first lords of Britain, and I carry the ancient memory of the land. Hear me now, and remember, steel may guard the physical body of a kingdom, but my wisdom protects its eternal soul. Look back with me, past the stone spires of Camelot, to an older, wilder era. A time when tribal warlords bled upon moss-covered hillsides to keep the ravenous dark from our gates. High King Uther Pendragon raised the dragon banner. Around him stood men forged of iron, open shields, and ruthless courage. They knew how to break a mortal army line, but even the fiercest warrior stands helpless when the night itself turns hostile. When the midnight fog coiled back against the wind, their heavy swords were rendered useless. They required a power that could hear the breathing of the deep earth. They required me, the guardian who holds the keys to the ancient world. I remember the winter an earthbound shadow rot clawed its way out of the northern barrows. It withered the harvest, blackened the soil, and drove Uther's border garrisons into blood-maddened madness. In this hole of stone, Uther and his chieftains drew their steel, crying out for an enemy they could cut down, stepped into the light of their fire, and the room grew cold. The firelight bowed before my presence. I looked into the dying embers and saw what 4,000 spears could never touch. A dark primordial malice feeding upon the mortal fear. You cannot slay a shadow with a broadsword, Uther, I commanded. The king did not scoff. He was a veteran of 30 brutal campaigns, yet he recognized a force far greater than his armies. He met my gaze, his hand resting upon his sword, and yielded to my sight. Then speak to the shadow, enchantress, Uther spoke, and my lords and I will stand guard while you destroy it. That night, beneath a moon pale as bone, we marched into the blackened woods. Uther and 6 of his bravest warlords formed the impenetrable ring of iron around me, with broad shields locked outward against the howling dread. They protected my physical breath while I unleashed the ancient magic of Avalon, binding the malice back into the deep stone beneath our feet. When dawn broke over the ridges, the rot withered away. The soil breathed beneath my power. The warlords did not bow in fear, nor did I demand their subservience. They wiped the grime from their armor, and Uther extended his gauntleted hand in silent, profound reverence. In that quiet morning, our covenant was sealed across Britain. The kings defend the realm with steel. Avalon protects it with ancient knowledge, and I stand as the eternal bridge between the two. A warrior's heart is timeless, and when mortal courage walks beside immortal wisdom, the shadow must always bow. Yet as I look upon Uther's battle-worn lords, the ancient trees whispered a dark prophecy. The reign of Uther was entering its twilight, and the bloodlines of Britain demanded a new champion. In a quiet sanctuary, shrouded by silver mist, a newborn child took his first breath. My brother, Arthur. My eternal watch had only just begun, for a hunger far deeper than shadow rot was stirring beyond the horizon, waiting for the Boy King to grow.